You're looking at a weekly chart of the S&P 500 index. And after 2 weeks of more than 5% losses, back to back, a little over 5%, nearly 6%, it bounced back last week and it was up more than 6%. And you could see that the stock had, the index had reversed. I'm going to show you here. I'm going to backdate this. On Market Smith Tuesday, it had this bullish island reversal candle after an update on Friday, but it was down for 2 consecutive weeks. Had this bullish island reversal candle, and it played out kind of the way we expected it to, as it paused a little on Wednesday, then they had a nice day on Thursday and really ramped up on Friday with a massive volume here. We're looking at a 3% gain. And the Nasdaq saw the same type of action. You know what, if I let me get rid of this. If I backdate it, you can see the that candle there on Tuesday after Juneteenth holiday. We come back. This is a short week. It's got that bullish, the island reversal, and it plays out. A little pause there, and then off to the races we go. So this looks good going forward. I want to take a look at some stocks, and I'm seeing some themes playing out here. One of them being in the drug stocks. Obviously, the drug stocks making new highs here. Here's Vertex. It really has this 276 buy point, and it's starting to get extended as it makes new highs. But that stock is looking strong. There's United Therapeutics. This one, I think you look at the weekly chart, it looks better, as it tried to gap out of its base and then pulled back to moving averages and exploded higher last week. I want to go back and look at Vertex there. Yeah, Vertex has this huge cup with handle pattern here. So this one might, Vertex might be a winner here for longer term. Well, let's go back to United Therapeutics. That thing looks good here. You can see the pullback there, 3 weeks pullback, and then just exploded last week higher. It made new highs. So Vertex, UTHR making new highs. Lilly was on our watch list. It's still buyable for me. I own Vertex and UTHR, but if I didn't, this one still looks buyable to me. I know it was up a lot on Friday, but this one has momentum. If you take a look at the weekly chart, you can see it just kind of grinds higher, like base on base on base. And Lilly is a good stock, good company. So the drug stocks are doing well. There's another one here I want to look at. Cytokinetics. They don't have a lot in the way of earnings. They're losing a ton of money, but for some reason, this one is looking good. You can see it's at this base here near a buy point. It's been consolidating for 121 days. So that one looks good as well. Let's take a look at the weekly chart on this. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's a nice long base. And yeah, like I say, if I didn't own one, I'd be looking at Lilly. And another one is AstraZeneca. It's formed a double bottom base, kind of like Johnson & Johnson here. It's got this RS line going straight up. It's been up like 7 days in a row near that 67.40 buy point. I mentioned Johnson & Johnson. That's another one that formed this double bottom base. And now it's right back up near this buy point here at 181.74. So the drug stocks are looking good. I know another one that made highs last week was Bristol Myers, pays a decent dividend. And that stock looks good as well. Any stock making a new high in this tape is showing some strength. Another area that is the retail, some of the discount retail here. This is OLLI. This one broke out. I'm sorry I didn't have this on our watch list. I missed it, but it formed this nice cup-shaped base. Not really much of a handle. It did pull back to its 10 EMA and then took off. So that one looks good. Grocery outlet. This one is just taken off. Take a look at the weekly chart. Yeah, so I don't know. You could make a case that this is, a big consolidation period and it's still buyable, but on the daily, this thing looks like you're chasing. So I would not be buying that one. Dollar General looks pretty good here. This again is formed this like neighbor base and it's starting to pull out away from this buy point here around 240. That thing, is still So viable. So the retail discount stocks, keep your eye on them. Dollar Tree is another one. This thing moves wildly. You can see this base here moved up and sold off down to its 200, and now it's moved back up, and it's trying to get above its 50 there. Another theme that I'm seeing is the solar stocks. So you've got the drugs, you've got the discount grocery, discount stores. Then you've got the solar. This is another double bottom. That looks pretty good in phase, just above a 193 buy point there. So keep your eye on that one. Solar Edge is similar to in phase, pulled back here, and now it's still near that buy point. So I'm going to keep my eye on that one. And the China stocks. This is a solar and China stock. Look at the weekly on this one. Yeah, it's just, came out of a base, moving higher. The China stocks have momentum. That's my fourth theme. You got drugs, you got retail, discount, you got solar, and now the China stocks are doing well. There's PDD, this one above the 200 simple moving average with the 10 and the 21 EMA and 50 stacked nicely. This thing could rip and be a good second half stock for anybody who's willing to take the risk. I kind of like the looks of that one. So you got DQ, you got PDD, and you got BIDU here. This one's trying to get above its 200 simple moving average, similar to PDD, where it's 10 and it's 21 and it's 50 are stacked nicely. This thing looks like it's ready to go higher as well. And then there's the exchange traded fund. This one, it's hard to see because it's gone from what, 600 down to 70 bucks, but you could see it was down here at 40 and it's starting to make its way higher, just grinding higher. And you can see those moving averages are starting to trend higher. That's a leveraged one. This one, you can see it a little better. This thing's made its bottom and it's grinding higher here. Like to see it get above its 200 simple moving average. So that's those are our themes. That's our watch list. You got plenty of stocks that to me look real good. And we never give up.